Hello and welcome back to Linux Game Until I Die. This is episode 35 of my playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. In the previous episode, we started out by confronting Benny at the Tops. Now, Benny's the guy who shot us in the head in the opening sequence of the game, and he did this in order to obtain the Platinum chip, which Mr. House wants to upgrade his Securitron army. We had a nice little chat with Benny, and at the end of it we told him that we forgave him for trying to murder us. He then left the room and immediately sent his goons up to try and murder us, so I guess forgiving him isn't something he particularly cares about. We dealt with the guys he sent to kill us and then went to find out where he'd gone. Turns out he's gone to join up with Caesar's Legion for some reason. Or at least he's headed in their direction. So we could either follow him or we can continue exploring his area. So we went into the secret area in his casino. Had a good look around. We found some some vault passageways, we think. And we think they connect up to the next place we went to, which was Vault 21. Now, Vault 21 was a vault where all of the residents dealt with grievances by gambling with one another. When Mr. House tried to bring the Vegas area back to life, he started out by contacting them in Vault 21 and asking them to come out and join him on top of the Vegas area. I'm not explaining this very well, but they decided to have a gambling match to decide whether or not the vault would come out or if they would remain in the vault. The people who wanted to come out of the vault won, so they came out, and Mr. House immediately filled most of the Vault 21 area with concrete. Now, we think he did this because he's actually hiding away down in Vault 21 somewhere, and he filled it with concrete because only he can get in and out through the Lucky 38. After we'd explored Vault 21 and talked to everybody in there, we went out to the NCR I've forgotten the word for it. Diplomatic place, embassy. We had a chat with the ambassador there, and he wants us to go and talk to the boomers, the guys who we tried to go and see once before, but got mortared almost to death. So we might find our way back there at some point. There's a siren going past. And probably living on a main road. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to load up the save. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to start off by doing in this episode. We've got a quest to go and talk to a lady in Gomorrah. We still have to talk to the people in Gomorrah and the other casino that I can't remember the name of. So I guess we'll start off by doing that. Are you looking that way?
Continuing patrol.
Okay. Let's have a look in Michelangelo's workshop.
Hi, what can I do for you? You saw our front sign, didn't you? This is where all the beautiful signs of the Strip become a reality. It all comes from Michelangelo's imagination. We do a little work here and there too, sure, but he's the real artist. He's the reason the strip shines like a star at night. Mike's imagined and built every sign, billboard, and light you'll see around here.
Alright, I don't know who this guy is, but...
Check out the back of the shop. He's usually working there. He's the reason the strip shines like a star. I've been here over a year now, though I'm not one to get tired for long. I plan to roam the wasteland once I'm ready. The people need light and kindness. There's too much fear and pain out there already. Bye.
Well, you're an odd person. Ooh. Okay. So it seems like this is where they make all the signs for Vegas. Not quite sure why we've got named people in here.
Hello. Oh, hello, I am Michelangelo. How can I... wait. Are you here to deliver more billboard requests? Please tell me you're not a messenger on behalf of Mr. House. I am sorry. Meant no offense. The billboards are not ready yet. Please, I need more time, more materials.
Aha.
You've made your point. What would it take to convince you to keep silent until I manage to finish Mr. House's requests? Yeah, I imagine that it takes a lot to fill the void of such a bottomless soul. Take the caps and leave me to my sorrows.
Huh.
You were? Really? Okay, for a moment I thought you were gonna tighten my screws. Like everyone else around here. That's great to hear. Really great. I'm Sheldon from Vault 21, although here I go by my artistic name, Michelangelo. So what brings you here? Well, not much, really. Vault 21 was my home. My dear home. I left it to explore the outside world. At first it was a marvel to behold. My inspiration flowed true, and its works caught Mr. House's attention. And that's how I ended up in this place. I feel haunted by something terrible. Working in such a huge workshop often makes me shiver. I can't even leave the strip.
It's like some sort of reverse claustrophobia.
Yes, I think so. But please, keep quiet about it. Without inspiration, I'm as good as a tumbleweed drifting in the barren wasteland. Ah, an educated fellow. Now that is almost as rare as artistry. So, how can you help me regain my inspiration?
Ooh. I think that's a drug addict. That's really not a good way of dealing with mental health issues. And that's likely to get him killed. Oh, let's go for the traditional answer.
What? Are you serious? I am an artist. I need inspiration, not therapy. Thank you for the offer, but I think I really can't go to see... Wait a minute. I know, I don't have to necessarily be there to see it. Yes, that's it. I have a camera. It is old, but it should work. Perhaps you could bring me images of inspiring landmarks. I've always wanted to see the dinosaur and its thermometer sign at Novak. Then there's the famous Bison Steve sign. The McCarran Airfield and the Helios 1 power station signs are of much interest to my work. Like the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters bottle. Thank you. I really can't thank you enough for this. Please, get me all the pictures. I'll compensate you accordingly. Oh, and if you need more camera film, then just come back and I'll get it for you. Again, thank you.
Alright, I got a Kodak. I guess it works like a weapon. I think we've already been to all the places he wants us to take pictures
Hello.
of.
Excuse me, but I'm busy.
Bullshit, he just stood on a walkway. Okay, I think that's everything to look at in here. And we're back here. Okay, I think we need to go back through here now and go see the other two casinos that we haven't been in yet. Ooh, lag. Right, the Ultralux is one of the casinos we need to go to. And Gamora over there. Let's go to the Ultralux first.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay.
Well, this is incredibly creepy looking.
Adieu.
How do you fare? To eat at the Gourmand is to spoil the palate. I can't bring myself to eat anywhere else.
Welcome to Top Shelf. The drinks cost twice as much during happy hour, but they draw twice the attention, too.
What? Weird. It's Gunnarsson.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the Strip. Must have delivered more than just mail.
Hey.
Veronica, do you have...
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
You have all your weapons. Maybe just the pistols. Oh, you changed again. So if I get in a firefight with Hank Gunnarsson over there, I'm gonna have backup at least.
Morning.
Right, so what am I meant to be doing in here? Talk to one of the leaders.
Hello there.
Hi.
Did you know the Strip's all stirred up lately? Hello.
Oh, this guy.
How may I be of service, sir? My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about.
Okay.
No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere. Indeed.
Hey,
So we talked to Marjorie.
Good day. Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder, Marjorie, gave us all a dress code. There's only one rule to it. In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed better than us. As for the masks, I'm not allowed to tell you. We're sworn to secrecy. Actually, that's not true. That's just what we're supposed to say. I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create, and the way they make it clear that we're different from everyone else. But you didn't hear that from me.
Bet you're just cannibals.
Must have forgotten to put it on. How embarrassing. Farewell.
Right, let's see if we can find Marjorie. Right, I think this is taking me out. So this one must lead to Marjorie.
How do you do? Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it. Ta-ta!
Okay. I didn't really find out anything else. And I guess everybody else is going to be a gambler or a weird person. Not a traveller.
Philippe has outdone himself again.
Salutations.
You look positively famished. We simply can't have that. You won't find better. Adieu.
Hello.
I'm not sure who Philippe is. I'm not sure we can talk to him. Very, very fancy. But it doesn't look like there's actually anything we can do here. So I guess we head back down. Let's have a look in the bathhouse. Ooh, sauna.
Hey.
I mean, this is a really pretty swanky hotel. Can't imagine it's cheap to stay here. And apparently nobody locks the doors. Aha. Interesting that some require keys. Oh well, I guess we leave. Exhausted all our avenues for conversation. Doesn't look like there's an awful lot of gambling going on in here. Oh, that's the other thing we need to do.
You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
No.
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me. Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that. Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success, might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. That's between me and the White Glove Society. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might think. That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones. I'll be here.
Drinking and not doing an awful lot to find your son, huh? Right. So where do we look for this guy? Thanks, Marcus. Make it so easy. It looks like he's upstairs as well.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
Knew it.
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us. You disgust me. How dare you say such a filthy thing in my establishment? I ought to have you arrested. You'll kindly mind your tongue, or we shan't speak any further. What else? Mr. Gunderson and I have been discussing his livestock. It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his coming here. Not that we aren't grateful for his generous offer. But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. He really is a genius. Everyone wants it. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone can get it, it ceases to be a delicacy. It becomes a perfectly ordinary staple. And if the gourmand served staples, it would no longer draw the caliber of people it deserves. It would be a diner or a family restaurant. So as much as we'd all love for there to be enough steak for everyone, I'm afraid there are more important things to consider. There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear. Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here. A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms. Ta-ta.
So I'm pretty sure Felipe's eating these guys, or cooking these guys.
Hello.
And I'm pretty sure we'd have to get through here to investigate it. And we can't pick that lock in front of everybody. Let's go talk to Mortimer.
How may I be of service, sir? Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them. Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father. Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire, sort of a black sheep. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. Now he's wary. I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be. And I still need somebody reputable to serve for dinner. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people, but I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way. I need a replacement, and I need the boy taken care of. The replacement must be healthy and well-bred. One can't very well make steak from gristle. With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice, Carlisle St. Clair. He lives in a shack north of here. For freshness, we need him alive. If you could send him here or knock him out with this and drag him into the dumpster next to his house, we can do the rest.
Cattle prod.
Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. Then we wouldn't need the replacement. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him. No. Everyone he meets, he tells the same story. That his son disappeared from the casino, not from his room. He'll look guilty. Splendid, splendid. The boy is being held in the kitchen beneath the gourmand. Here are some keys that will allow you access to him. The elder Gunderson is staying in our penthouse. I understand he's hired security, so be careful if you go up there. And our Mr. St. Clair resides to the north. He rarely strays far from his house, and he's surrounded it with booby traps. Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation? Of course, of course. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last. Indeed.
Okay. So he's been kidnapping people. And we've agreed to talk to Ted Gunderson. And the investigator. Alright, I guess I need to go in that first door. Ah! We're gonna get attacked here, aren't we?
Over here! Had enough! Come on!
Might as well be throwing rocks.
Yeah. What time is it now? 10 AM. Not like he's been dead for a while. Can I drag him? This can be the corpse room. Can't drag that. Well, sure nobody will notice.
Word is you're getting popular in the strip.
Well, there was some disturbance in that room as well, but I think just like keeping pillars underneath the bed. I've got a while to wait. For 14 minutes. Possibly this guy in the compass coming. That was that guy.
Who are you? You don't know? Oh, good, that's good. So they didn't send you after me. Where's the gentleman I'm supposed to meet? Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake. Mortimer, if he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed.
Well, we already know that.
Yes, the White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate. He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy. That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the Strip. They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo. I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. think some of them will stop trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant. I could sponsor you as an honorary member, but I don't know that you've achieved the level of status that would gain the Society's approval. Perhaps if you were to gain some more notoriety on the Strip, we could get you in. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out. Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere. Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
Me? No. Oh dear. R.I.P. Chauncey. Just sit down and
I'm so relaxed.
Enjoy.
Too bad I can't stay longer. But who can at these prices?
enjoy the cops. Okay, so we've got a few extra tasks we can do.
Have you been in the steam room yet? It's just off to the side there. You can feel your aches just melt away.
Not quite sure why that was red to drink. I mean, it's kind of weird drinking a swimming pool, but it can be illegal.
Welcome to the Ultralux. Why, yes, of course. The White Glove Society is the most exclusive club in all of New Vegas. Perhaps the entire world. It's only natural that you'd need a sponsor from within the club who can vouch for your good name. Originally, we didn't allow anyone else in, you see. Founding members only. We thought exclusivity would make us the envy of everyone who's anyone. And it has. But then I had the idea to allow honorary members. Lower in status, naturally, but it just makes people want to be us even more. And the right people could certainly do wonders for our image. Celebrities, philanthropists, we want only the very best. I'm afraid you are a relative unknown. Certainly not the caliber of person we would consider for such an honor. Not yet, anyway. If you had more notoriety or clout here on the Strip, things would be different. People need to have heard of you, and you must be well thought of. The answer is still no, I fear. You need to be the talk of the town, really. Think big. Your name should be on everyone's lips. Come back then, and we shall welcome you with open arms.
Alright.
Ta-ta.
At least you say goodbye to me. Right. We can get into the kitchen now without lockpicking. Oh. Somebody's using a flamer.
The torture is Philippe's idea. Brilliant.
Affected Brahmin meat.
You, what do you think you're doing?
That's a good one.
First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses. I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul. The sooner you find yourself elsewhere, the better.
Inaccessible. I guess I can drug the wine here.
The sooner you find yourself elsewhere, the better.
That'll be Philippe.
Greetings. Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work. Who the fuck do you think I am? I'm the fucking god of New Vegas Brahmin fusion cuisine, that's who. No, that doesn't even give me the credit I deserve. I fucking invented edible food. Do you like eating? Good. You owe me your entire goddamn garbage existence. Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server? Well, then why the fuck are you still standing there like you aren't the lowest form of life ever to be flushed down the evolutionary toilet? What kind of harebrained fucking psychobabble bullshit is that? I yell at people because I like yelling at people, and because they fucking deserve it, not because Mumsy and Daddykins didn't hug me enough. Oh, I see how it is. You think because my father walked out on us when I was 5, now I have to yell at people. Or because my mother was a deranged chem fiend who regularly brought strange men home who told me to call them uncle. Or because my sisters would lock me in a shipping crate when they didn't want me around. And my brother... God, I'd forgotten about that. How could they do that to me? I can't stay here. I need to be alone. Forget about the fucking banquet. You know what? You can do it. You be the star chef. Take my recipes. It won't fill the hole, though. Just remember that. You'll always feel empty.
I just broke him.
Leave me alone. Haven't you done enough? About time.
Okay. I guess that's what a kid is. So, what do I do now? I can cook. Any other optionals? That's it.
How may I assist? But no one is in their chairs yet. Surely we should wait until 7 when the dinner guests arrive. I'll be ready when you need me.
What time is it now? It's only 40 minutes to wait. I guess I have to mill around until... Can I? Imitation strange meat pie. Time we at now? What to do? Another 8 minutes. Three minutes. Doop doop doop. Oh, I hope for God it's this 7 o'clock, not the other 7 o'clock. Right, it's after 7.
How may I assist? At once.
Trouble.
No. Fuck.
You like that? Had enough?
Maybe I should have hidden.
Had enough?
Oh, I am not liked by these people. Wait. He's got a member's key. Oh well, I guess I'll steal it. I don't know why I lost karma. I made the bloody thing.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
I do.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me. My daddy sent you? God damn it. I almost died in here. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel. Who did this to me anyway? They hit me over the head before I got a look at them. What in the Sam hell? Eat me? What kind of sick bastards would eat a person? I'll tell you what, as soon as I'm out of here, and my daddy knows the story, you can bet there ain't gonna be no white hat society no more. To hell with that. You've seen those freaks. They dress the same, talk the same. You can bet they all eat the same too. They deserve what my daddy's gonna have coming for them. All right. But there's gonna be some justice one way or another. I'll see to that. Let's go. I'll be right behind you.
Right. Okay. Skills. Guess we have to sneak him out instead because I got attacked. Right, there's a couple of optionals over there, but look at them. Uh-oh. Right, we've drugged the wine. Ha, right, we can't. Okay, we can't go back that way. Where's this telling me to go? And that takes us back upstairs. Apparently there's something else down this way we can press. Yeah, right, it's that. I guess it's to the kitchen. Members only section. Ah. Not sure who that guy is. Oh god, we have to go through the flamers, but... Can I get you to stay?
Come on, move it.
Alright, we might be better off going through the members section. If I sneak, I might be able to get past. I don't think I want to take this guy through the flamers. Ah, shit. Pretty much everybody is hostile. Right. I guess we go this way. On the off chance, let's have a look in here. Oh, it's Philippe. Okay, we might be able to get out this way. Nope, wrong way. No.
You like that?
Okay. I'm gonna have to hope. Okay, he survived. Don't know where the other guy is. There he is.
Ugh.
Okay. Before I leave. Bullshit, lost karma. Tried to murder me. Right, this is going to take us out into the other part of the hotel. I want to wait for my health to be fully recovered. But it will take us past Marjorie. And if she sees Ted, she might understand what's happened. Shit, she's gone. Looks like Mortimer's gone as well.
So I hear the honcho of one of them strip families up and disappeared. Poof. Yeah, they'll find his body someday. Oh my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine.
You got me my boy back. I got no words. Now, I hope you didn't do no harm to whoever's responsible for this. I want to skin their hides myself. Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Heck Gunderson long as they live. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where it hurts. They control the food? Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town. It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole. I don't like this place. Whole strip, really. Ever since I got here, the stink of it has flooded my nostrils. But you got a point. They're already hell-bent on depravity here. All I'd be doing is helping them along. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
Alright, level up time. Some more sneak. And some more barter. Some more repair. And some more energy weapons, I think.
You done right by me. I appreciate
You know, if you knew what you were doing, I could have been out of there hours ago.
Evening.
You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
Right, so I guess that's the end of that quest line. We failed a quest at the same time. I'm not sure what that one was. I don't know why we failed that one. I mean, we did find... Oh no, we were meant to talk to Walter about it first. Oh well. Apparently I fixed the White Gloves cannibalism problem.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Oh well, we're at the hour mark, so I think we're going to save. And I'm going to leave the episode here for today. So, in this episode we spent most of our time exploring the White Glove Society at the Ultralux. In fact, I think we spent the entire episode here. It seems they have a historical problem with cannibalism, and they've moved away from that, but some members want to move back to cannibalism. The leader, Marjorie, didn't want this to happen, and she's very much against this sort of thing. But Mortimer, I think her second in command, wanted to bring the old ways back by secretly serving human meat to the secret society, or the members club, or whatever it was called. We managed to prevent that from happening by destroying the soul of the chef, and then making a fake human meat pie, which we were about to serve, but unfortunately people turned hostile, and yeah, I think we were probably meant to hide when we called the head chef in. But oh well, never mind. It is what it is. We found the son of Hank Gunderson, or Hick Gunderson, and led him out, protecting him against the guys with flamers and what have you. And I think we've managed to solve this quest without him starving the entire strip, so yay. In the next episode, I guess we'll have a quick look around, see if we can find Marjorie or Mortimer, and see if there's any other follow-ups to this quest. We might have to deal with Mortimer ourselves, or he may have just disappeared from the world entirely. I guess we'll see. And after that, I guess we've just got Gamora left to investigate. So we'll do that. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. See you again soon.